Now, it's a long time. Your friend came, you have watched the movie and all, and done a lot of shopping. After that, you are coming back to home. Okay, now your shopping mall, that place was your origin. Okay, keep it in your mind. Now you are coming to home. You have started the car, and again your stopwatch you have started. Now 0 minute, that time you were just going to start it, so you were at the mall only, okay, the shopping mall only. After 1 minute you have passed 10 meter from that place, okay. After 2 minutes you have covered 20 meter. After 3 minutes you have covered 30 meter. After 4 minutes you have covered 40 meter. After 5 minutes you have covered 50 meter. Now this see 10, 20, 30, 40, all the distance, 30 meter, 40 meter, all the distance what I am talking about, this is the distance from the gate of the shopping mall, and the gate of the shopping mall was the origin. Okay, now let us plot these 5 minutes, this situation, or the relation between distance and time for this situation, for this case. Okay, let us plot it. So again, I have drawn the two axes, positive x, positive y, origin, coordinate 0, 0, independent quantity, time t in minute, and along y-axis distance d in meter. Okay, now let us plot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in minute. That is 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, like this. And here I am plotting as 10 meter, 20 meter, 30 meter, 40 meter, 50 meter, like this. Okay, so the first point, what is the coordinate? 0, 0. Okay, this one. Then 1 minute you have covered 10 meter of distance. So 1 minute, 10 meter. Okay. 2 minutes, 20 meter. 2 minutes, 20 meter. 3 minutes, 30 meter. 3 minutes, 30 meter. 4 minutes you have covered as 40 meter. 4 minutes you have covered as 40 meter. 5 minutes, 50 meter. So 5 minutes, 50 meter. Okay, so I have got the points. Let us join it. Okay, so what have I got? I have got a straight line, and what is it showing? That the body is, now see, in this case this straight line is not parallel to the time axis. Okay, this is inclined. Now this one is showing that body is in motion. This is the first conclusion. Body is in motion. Okay, and now you need to think about it, that this line, when I have got, you can see that in equal time interval, equal distance they have covered. Okay, that is, the body is in uniform motion. The body is in uniform motion. Now how can I get this one? For that one I can do the very easy calculation. Let us learn that one. So first conclusion, that is fine for you. Okay, once again I am telling that this straight line is representing in the dt graph, this straight line which is inclined with the x axis, so this straight line is representing body is in motion. Okay, first conclusion. Okay, now second conclusion, let us check that in equal time how much distance has it covered. Now I am checking between these two time interval. Okay, these two time interval. So let us okay. Now you see we that in this much distance is how much? What have I plotted here? That is 10 meter, 20 meter, 30 meter, 40 meter, 50 meter. Okay, so final minus initial, that is 50 minus 40. This much if I am talking about, that this much distance it has covered in how much time? That is in 5 minute minus 4 minute, that is in 1 minute time. Okay, so this much distance, or I can think about that 40 minus 50 minus 40, that is 10 meter distance it has covered in 5 minus 4, that is in 1 minute time. So here I can see 10 by 1 meter per minute. What is it? Meter per minute. What is the quantity it is representing? Yes, velocity is the quantity. Velocity is the quantity. So its velocity is 10 meter per minute. Okay, I have seen it for this time interval. Okay, now let us check another one. Another one time interval I am checking. I am checking suppose for this much time interval. So this much time they have taken. Okay, so the distance they have covered. So the distance they have covered 40 minus 30. This much meter they have covered in 4 minus 3 minute. Okay, so what is it? 40 minus 30. 10 by 1. That is 10 minute per meter per minute. Meter per minute. Now see, here also I have seen that the velocity which is equals to 10 meter per minute. Okay, that final minus initial. So what do we know about the velocity? Velocity is distance covered by time. Now here also I am checking the distance covered divided by time. Okay, distance covered divided by time, that is only giving me the velocity. So previously I have seen also 10 meter per minute. Here also I have seen 10 meter per minute. Let us check the next one. Let us check in the other interval. So suppose this much interval I am checking. Okay, so here also you can check that final was 20, initial was 10. So this is change in distance covered in 2 minus 1. It is in meter, this one is in minute. So this one is again telling me 10 by 1, that is 10 meter per minute. 10 meter per minute. So each and every time I can see that the velocity I am getting from this graph is 10 meter per minute. What does it mean? The velocity is constant. The velocity is constant for this one. Now here also you can check 10 minus 0 and 1 minus 0, that is 10 by 1. Okay, so velocity is constant in this case. So the motion is uniform motion. The motion is uniform motion. Now have you noticed one very important thing, that how am I getting the velocity? At final minus initial for the time interval. Okay, so if I am checking for any arbitrary thing, any arbitrary point, I am checking any arbitrary point on this graph. Suppose this one and this one. These two arbitrary points I am taking. This point and this point. Okay, and I have plotted the perpendicular on x-axis and the perpendicular at y-axis. Okay, so in this place, the coordinate for x-axis I am taking as x1, and coordinate for x-axis for this is suppose point A, this is suppose point B. For point A on x-axis the coordinate is x1. For point B the x coordinate is x2. For A this one is y1, and for point B this one is y2. Okay, so if I am checking for the general term, that for this much interval, this much time interval, how much distance it has covered, or how much time it has taken to cover this much distance. So how will I get? I will get it as the general term as final was y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. That is coordinate for B and the first, that is final one, and initial one I will take it as A. So y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, and this one is called as the slope. This one is called as the slope. Okay, that y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. This one is called as the slope for a graph. Now for this distance time graph, the slope is giving us the velocity. Okay, I can tell it as the speed. Okay, since I am using the term distance there. Okay, so once again I am telling you, distance time graph. For distance time graph, the slope is giving us the speed. Okay, so from this graph what have we learned? Or from the dt graph, what are the things you can learn? That we can, from a graph we can interpret the body is in motion or it is at rest. That is the first thing. And then how much distance it has covered in how much time. By calculating that, I can interpret that the motion is in uniform motion or non-uniform motion. Okay, and the slope of the graph, slope of the dt graph gives us the speed, tells us the speed of the body if it is in motion. Okay, thank you.